What up, y'all? You are in another episode of KOS, aka Knowledge Itself. My name is Victor, and this is episode 12.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
We got
Congrats, guys.
Today we have
appreciate it.
our special guest, PJ.
Yo, what's good? My name is PJ, aka Infinity Chakras, aka Babyface Killer Chakra. Shout out to June, by the way, for giving me that name. You know, June Skinny Black, aka too.
Shout out to June.
Oh, yeah, that's the homie, man. That's the homie.
We won't say for what, but he's a blood.
Oh no, word. That's facts.
I give him a nickname, the chef, because like not only does he cook, but
he literally cooks.
Nickname God. Hey, that's the real shit though. He's a fucking beast of that shit.
Hey, he wants a high five.
Yeah,
he wants a high five.
What's up?
Oh, my bad.
It's all Gucci, man.
I see him cooking all the time on his videos. I'm like, damn, like you really get down.
Chef boys up in this shit.
Yeah, no, he does. He literally cooks production wise too, and like literally in like cooking, like he cooks. Like, like he'll make it. Like I haven't tasted none of his food, unfortunately. But when I see it, my taste buds get watery.
Word. What's that show called? Master Chef?
Yeah.
They should call that food June. Call that food June, guys. You guys don't regret it.
Chef, call up June Skinny Black. He'll probably make a beat and literally cook a beat.
Real shit.
On the real. Yeah.
So shit, how y'all been though?
And doing good. Taking it one day at a time. So.
Yeah, man.
I'm taking it one moment at a time.
Ooh, okay.
For
both of you. Well, yeah, it's the same thing.
Thank you, PJ, for being here with us. We appreciate your energy.
Thank y'all for having
time spending with us, and we're gonna, just talk about a couple of things, get to know you better. But I believe Vector has a topic you want to talk about, or you want to go straight into that, or you want to see where we go from here?
No. Let's go ahead and just do the introductions.
Oh yeah, wait. Are you gonna do the introduction?
That's
what I was waiting on. You got to do it.
I can't remember from word for word, but
you got this.
If you need some podcast services and you're looking for those podcast services, hit up Productive Culture.
You get one for free. Tell them we sent you.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, PJ. I guess I'm gonna ask you a question, and then we'll go from there.
Word.
How first and foremost, how did Infinity Chakras come into play?
Oh, okay. I was in a band back in the day called Ancient Tongues with like me and my homegirls and homies. Homegirl and homies. And one time I was rolling back home. They were giving me a ride home, and like we were talking about just chakras and how like where they all are in your body. And then she was going like, oh, did you know there's actually supposedly like infinite chakras like within your whole body? Like, it's not just the 7. And I was like, oh, what? And I was like, that sounds like a hard-ass band name too, by the way. And then, and then I was like, is it cool if I take that? And then she was like, yeah, bro, take that. I was like, oh, word, hell yeah, okay, cool. And then, since then, yeah.
It's funny because when on my SoundCloud, it said Infinity Chakras like this track. And this was before like I knew you went by the name. I'm like, who the fuck is this? He said, yo, this track is dope. I'm like, thank you. But I'm like, Infinity Chakras.
I only had like an alien face at the time too. I didn't even have my face or nothing.
And then I was like, okay, it's PJ. Oh shit, PJ.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Like, damn, maybe like not even that long. Maybe like a year and a half, 2 years. Maybe it wasn't that long. Like,
and do you know outside of the drum people? I don't think a lot of people. I mean, do a lot of people know you play the drums?
No, actually, like very few people. Like when I like recently, up until recently, I've been telling people like, hey, I play drums. By the way, if any of you guys need a live drummer on your album or live like a fucking concert, like hit me up. I'm a fucking badass. No shit.
he really gets down. Like even though it's like I didn't know PJ played the drums, I'm like he can make a beat.
What you mean? I met you playing the drums, dog. What you mean?
Did you mean Noah playing the drums?
I met you, yeah. I remember back when we were fucking.
No, I knew that.
Noah. No. He did not know until like fucking like Friday or like Thursday that just passed.
Yeah, he really didn't know, and he was like, PJ plays the drums. I'm like, yeah, PJ gets down. I think we met in Ontario. At we could talk. Yeah, let's tell you how we met,
bro. I remember meeting homie Nato, bro. He had like the short hair with the curly top and whatnot. He was spitting his poems, dude. That was a good experience meeting him, dude.
You know what was cool about that night? I think you literally came and sat down in the front.
Word,
Indian style, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be tight." we're gonna have a good night. It's just tight.
That night was lit, man. Shout out to Asian and Kesea for throwing those, man. Missed them.
They got married. Well, Kesea got married recently, right?
Word.
That's crazy. Shout out to Kasea and her brother. What's her
Yep.
brother's name again?
Adrian.
Adrian.
Yep.
Those were some good moments.
Yeah, man. They're the homies.
backyards.
Yeah.
The backyard parties.
The way they set it up too was beautiful,
It
bro.
was very you didn't feel like you're in Ontario in the backyard.
Yeah, no, I felt like I was in a fairyland or some shit, dude. That shit was called the lights and whatnot. It was cool.
Hey, shout out to their moms too. She was.
Oh
cool.
yeah.
We couldn't curse because like like it's a mom's house. And
Yeah, I
like,
remember
you can't
that.
curse. I was like, my mom. I didn't do it.
I remember that. I do remember that. That was a good night, man. That was a great night.
Then so outside of drums, do you play any other instruments?
Oh yeah, I play like guitar, bass, piano. I produce.
You play the piano?
Yeah. I mean, I can't like literally tell you what I'm playing,
But
but
you
I
just
can
be
make
like-
good music. I think it sounds cool. Yeah.
So in a sense, when you got the nickname Infinity Chakras because it was a band, you are literally a one-man band in a sense.
If people would tell me about when I was younger, they would tell me like, "You a one-man band, dog," and I'd be like, I don't know about that. I mean, I have fun with shit, like it's fun. Like it's just cool. It's fun fucking with everything.
I think at the end of the day, that's what this is for. It's to have fun.
Word, that's facts.
Music's like it's fun. I mean, yeah, it's serious. Like it is like a serious thing that we do. It's our craft. But at the end of the day, like as long as you're having fun with it, I think you've already been successful at it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool, man. I don't think a lot of I didn't even know you played the piano.
Yeah, I could fuck with it a little bit. That's probably like the least I know of, but like I could fuck with the piano. I'm not, obviously I'd be like songwriting and like spitting bars and shit.
He could spit bars too. He freestyles too.
Yeah,
he
I
does.
be freestyling, yeah, over here and there. That reminds me too, though, of something that you were talking about earlier about like putting the heart into things and whatnot. And I feel like that comes with having fun in a way. Like a big part of it is having fun, and then partially too.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that aspect. Because
Because if your heart ain't in it, it's not. You ain't doing it.
Word.
Yeah,
word. Yeah, definitely gotta really enjoy what you're doing, man. That's life. That's love in life.
So your recent song, let's hear about it. I love it.
Oh, mask off, no face.
Yeah, mask off, no face.
Word.
Wait, what's the numbers before it though?
Oh, it's 1 2 2 2. Mask off, no face.
Why 1 2 2 2?
Honestly, that one's I have like a lot of songs with like numerology numbers, the song title. This one specifically was just because I finished the song at 12:22 a.m. in the morning, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be that. Like that's that time though. But there's other songs I got that are like for a specific reason they're numbered. But that was the reason.
Mask off, no face.
Yo.
Mask off, no face.
Yo, that song was fun, right?
That's
man?
a cool. It's a good. Well, I thought you were gonna say performing. That's why I got.
Oh, that one's super fun performing. Ooh, that's just like, especially when you like make eye contact with people and like people are getting into it. That should be fun, man.
But you made a comment right now. You said that the writing that song or creating that song was fun. Can you go into the detail of the creative process with that song?
Yeah. First, I made the beat to it first, and I made that beat like 2.5, 3 years ago or something.
Really?
Yeah. It's been a cool minute since I made that beat, and I initially gave it to a homie Jack, who's gonna come here later. But I gave it to him at first, and a while passed, and I hit him up. I was like, "Hey, man, when are you gonna use that beat?" And he was like, "Oh, I just really couldn't figure anything out to it, man. It's just, And I was like, "Oh, word." I was like, "Is it cool if I just take it back then?" And he's like, "Yeah, man." So I took it back, and I decided to write to it, and I decided to write about like just living without a mask. Like you don't wear your faces and shit. Like just be straight up all day, 24/7. Like be you. Like, and you don't have to wear a mask about nothing. Like just unapologetically you. It's just how it should be.
That's very powerful because obviously what you talked about in that song. I'm trying to think of a few key moments, but all the lyrics just went blank right now.
It's all good, man.
But no,
that's basically the premise of the song. Just like don't be afraid to be yourself and be you, and also just be aware when people are putting masks on in front of you too. Like just be aware of like the energies of people. Like because energy around like I've had some experiences like recently, bro. Like energy is real, bro, and like you got to really like be mindful of where you put your energy at, like whether that be in people or events or things you're doing. Like you just got to be mindful of what your intent and your purpose is.
I think Speak Skeek also mentioned on that subject as well too.
Speak Skeek is sharp as fuck. That's a homie right there.
Yeah,
you hit it right on the T. You said intent and purpose. If you have intent and you move with purpose, everything, your energy is so precise. And intent, what's the second word I just said?
Purpose.
In my opinion, intent and purpose creates the perfect energy, because then there's no blockade with you and your source of energy wherever you is. Remember we talked about in the car right here?
Yeah, word. Yeah.
Like perfect, because
Yeah.
you something that was there is now taken away, and there was creating a blockade on that what you really want. All of a sudden, that thing that is distracting you, whether that be work or whether that be anything, is now gone. So now subconsciously, it's focused on what you truly want and truly after, and that's how things happen faster, because that it's gone. Yeah. So like intent, daily. Have intentions daily, set intentions daily, whether that be through affirmations. You don't, however you want to call it, you don't have to be you have to be affirmative, but whatever you're comfortable with, as long as you yourself believe that you are putting that intention out there, you gotta be, because every day has to have intention. You should move with purpose too. So when you wake up daily, you should have some type of intention, and you should move within that purpose of that intention. By the end of the day, you're gonna have so much done, or you're gonna create more opportunities, and you'll probably be less exhausted, because you're not so focused on the mundane task. You obviously you're gonna have to do everything that's little, but you have all your energy focused on what's truly big out there, and that thing's just gonna move faster.
Right.
Real shit, man.
Keep your energy clean and moving
all day. Always moving.
Do you have any other music that you're working on? I mean, I'm pretty sure you do.
Shit, word. Yeah, definitely. I've been like I personally love to produce my own shit, because like
I do have a few beats of yours that are in my inbox still.
Oh, bro, this is like, that was like my first beats though. Like, like now, bro, like the stuff now, bro, is like a whole nother wave. Like it was cool too, because the homie Jair, Solstice of Zen Soul, shout out Zen Soul, by the way, they came out with the album recently. Cop that. But
it's homie, good.
Yeah, that shit fire. It's so smooth, man. And then the words they speak are life, man. There's life in there.
They really
lyrics.
Do speak life. Yeah.
Yeah, real shit, man. But like homie Jair was hearing some of my beats and was like, yo, what's up? Shoot me some. And nobody's ever asked me to shoot them beats before. So like, I know I'm on the right path. Like, especially Jair, like he did beats. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be doing collabs with him, beat making wise. And then obviously I got some shit working with myself. Be on the lookout for a song called Shibuya Palace coming out really soon. Shibuya Palace. Yeah, that shit's gonna be a masterpiece, man. I'm working on it. I've been working on it very diligently for a while, Shibuya. You know. And it's a city in Japan.
Oh, that's what I was about to ask.
Yeah.
I was like, why Shibuya? I know there's a reason behind Shibuya.
Yeah, a friend Zen told me how like Shibuya is like the ground hub for hip hop in Japan. Like it's like all the fashion and everything. That's where it's at. And I wrote the song title first, like 3 months before I wrote the song, and then like kind of helped me write the song because of the name.
It keeps you in that.
Yeah, like the name title, like Shibuya Palace, it just carries the energy with it. So I was like, okay, this is. Yeah, it helped make it, you know. I never done that before either.
This is Shibuya Palace. That's smart. Like I don't. There's multiple ways of getting to the end result. So that's
that was the first time I done that. I like to experiment with different ways of getting into a song, like every time. So like every time comes out with a different kind of song. Like it's just fun to experiment and shit, you know.
That gives you.
I'm actually intrigued. I'm gonna research on that like more too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you if you knew anything about that, because
no, this is the first time I heard of it.
Yeah, because I know Vector is huge on the hip hop scene, obviously. But that's why when he said that, when PJ said that, I was like, I looked at Vector. I was like, you know anything information on that?
Shibuya
Palace.
Shibuya, Japan.
Shibuya, Japan. We have to Google that.
Yeah, I want to visit there someday, dude. That should be lit.
You're going to visit there one day, and you're going to perform that song there one day.
Oh, imagine, bro, that should like, be some shit, bro.
You wrote a song about a spot in Japan, and then 5 years later, you're in Japan performing a song you wrote about Japan.
Yeah, I might be 27. If that was 5 years later, I'd be 27 rocking that
22?
shit. 22, dog. Let's get it.
Really?
Word. Yeah, I turned 23 in July. Yeah.
I thought you were like not my age. I mean, I'm not old because I'm 27, but I thought you're like 25.
No,
really?
I turned 23 July 15th.
Damn.
Cancer baby. Yeah.
Man. That's cool, because that just, it's what's cool about hearing that is like you got so much more room for growth. And that's a beautiful thing.
Thank you,
have
man.
so much. You're 22 now. So like when you get to 23, 25, and then 26, 27, you're like, cool. Like I see where I'm going. Like I got all my eggs everywhere, and now we're moving. So that's good, man.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I feel like I should have gotten this way earlier. Like I've I feel like I wasted some time like not knowing what I was gonna get into, because at first I thought I was gonna get into business and shit, bro. I was taking business school, dog, and college and shit, and then
That was me too.
Word, but it was knowledgeable, really good information to learn. It's good to learn business stuff. So you're not getting fucked over. Remember that. But I decided to go to music after that because I realized I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, good.
I know Vector could attest to this. I think when you shouldn't feel like you're rushed. Obviously, I think you're gonna want to feel like you should be doing more. You're gonna feel like you should want this sooner. But I've learned that patience is a virtue, and as long as you're going towards whatever that objective is, you'll end up getting there. I feel like our generation wants everything so quick because of what we have. Like I'm listening to an audio book, The Millionaire Success Habits, and it's talking about how this day and age we have so much access to the internet, especially with like phones, that there's so much constant communication that we feel like we're moving so much more faster. But at the same time, we're not moving as fast because we're trying to do so many things at once. So with that being said, don't for you particularly, and I think you're getting out of that spot. Don't get so caught up in I should be here within X amount of years because when I was like 16, 17, at the age of 25, I always wanted to be in a business suit every day. And I got dreads.
You're like,
you know,
fuck the
like
suit.
I'm still a business person, but every day like I followed my passions, and that was my business, music, and other stuff that I do. And I literally I do this every day, shorts and a t-shirt. And I found my happiness with that. So it's yeah, when you get so caught up, like I want to do more, it ruins the process of getting there. Obviously, like me particularly, like, I want more from life. But at the same time, if I'm not content, because I think content's bad, but if I don't show gratitude of where I'm at in this point in life, like I would never gain more from it. So as long as you have that, you're straight.
I feel that, man. I always feel like I would be in a rush and shit because just I feel like I gotta feed my family, man. Like we be struggling and shit, like in the projects and whatnot. So like I feel like the sooner and sooner I could get this, going.
That's good though.
the sooner.
That hunger is all that matters. But can we talk about your family a little bit? Because I don't know. I just know your brother.
Oh yeah, my brother Mike.
Yeah.
My brother Mike is kind of the one who got me into hip hop in a way. He started rapping before me. Like,
Really?
yeah, he was beast too. But some shit happened and he stopped. But he's getting back into it. He's
Okay.
getting back into it.
Then do you live with your parents or?
Yeah. We
That's
live
tight.
off in the fucking the San Bernardino Housing Authority, but like in Upland.
In Upland, Newtown.
Yeah, but it's pretty nice. Like of all housing authorities, it's nice that it's in Upland. Like it's not that bad. Like
That's true.
yeah, and it's cool. Like my parents, they like I feel very grateful for having my parents like really try hard to be together. Even though shit happens, like they really tried hard to be the best parents they could be, and I really appreciate them for that because that's
What's your mom and dad's name?
My dad's name is Paul and my mom's name is Sandra.
Shout out to Paul and Sandra. You guys raised
Love
a
you,
great
mom and
son.
dad.
You guys raised a tremendous son. I think I don't know too much of you on that end. Like we know each other, but then these moments allow us to go deeper into our relationship.
I'm a family man, heart hacky.
So I'm gonna ask you another question. Do you feel like your upbringing, because I never realized how hungry you were. Like I always knew you wanted to do something, but now that I hear it more, like I get a deeper understanding. Because I remember you told me like as long as I'm doing something with music or anything, like I'll do it. So I guess what I'm gonna ask right now is, do you feel like your upbringing has given you this hunger for more because you see other things and the lust, not so much lust for life, but do you feel like that has given you that drive?
I feel like the biggest part of the drive is being like every generation, like I've known of my grandpa, my great grand, I never knew my great grandpa, but like my grandpa, my great grandma, and like just the generations I've known, we've all lived in the projects, like projects of East LA, projects of like we've just been in the poorest cities, the poorest parts of every community, like, and I just feel like it's about time that some of my family like gets to enjoy like a little bit of the finer things, like even though that might be like lustful in a way, like.
I wouldn't say that's why I didn't want to use the word lust, because lust we connect like a negative connotation to it, but the way you're going about it, I don't think anything's wrong with wanting the finer things in life. I don't think anything is wrong with that.
There is a certain extent though, like for sure, like
if it's greed in a sense, like it's different than you saying I want this shit, blah 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 blah. But it's like no, like it's a humble like I want my family to eat. Like you didn't say I want to eat.
I want my family to eat,
You
man.
say, I want my family
I,
to eat.
I die. I die starving and make sure my family eats, dog. That shit ain't even a joke. Real
And
shit.
it's crazy because a lot of people will never understand that mentality because their upbringing hasn't been similar or different, so it's all different approach.
Mm.
You know, handle that real cute.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a real quick break. We'll be right back.
We back. Peace. I'm gonna ask PJ one more thing first before we go.
Word, man.
Okay.
If you could, now that I know more of you and the family, if you could, how do I put this? I'm trying to think of something to get a good answer. I don't know what kind of answer do I want. I guess what I'm looking for, if you could sum up where you see us. Yeah, let me ask you like this. Where does PJ see himself in, you're 22 now at the age of, so in 10 years, where do you see yourself at the age of 32? Be as fucking bloodedly honest. Don't know him. Don't be humble about it.
32. If I'm not dead by some random ass shit, because you never know what happens.
You never know. You sure? I was gonna say don't say that, but you never know.
But yeah, I'm just, I'm not gonna say that it's gonna happen. I mean, I might live to like 100. That'd be tight.
That'd be tight.
But 32, I envision myself fucking rocking lit ass stages all across the country. I envision rocking a stage in fucking another planet if that's possible. But make sure my family's eating well. My brothers and sisters are like doing music with me on this ride. Like both of y'all, man. Like we working, man. We working. So like it's just like I envision all of us getting there to that point. Like to that like point where we really want to see ourselves at. I want to have like a fucking, at 32, I want to have a fucking party and invite all my homies and homegirls like you two and be like, hey, let's have a fucking pool party, have a good time, barbecue and shit. That should be lit, man.
Barbecues and pool parties?
Yeah, it's very rare that I experience some parties like that, man. Like, except like once in a while, family gatherings, that should be cool to have it like, like when I'm older, to have a similar thing, man. Like to enjoy those moments it'd be nice, like maybe a girl, it'd be tight, but how it should be cool.
It's cool because like that's, the way you say it, it's so like contagious. Yeah, so thank you for that. I appreciate it, and thank you for like allowing us to get to know you on a deeper level.
Oh man, thank you guys for wanting to get to know me, man. It's very rare that people like ask me like questions about myself to get to know me. Like not that much people really know much about me because like obviously people barely know I play drums. So, like
we know you. People know you. And that's why we know you as and I told you this and know this. I said, I'm going to be looking forward to the day that PJ finds himself more and more because the energy you've given to everybody, it has to be matched. And it's going to be matched. There's no way about it. So I'm excited to that point to see. Like I told you, like I'm excited to see that for you.
I appreciate you so much.
That's going to be a very beautiful thing
no
because it's going to be like it's going to be a mirror of it all. You're going to see the amount of energy you gave to every performer or just the way you listen to music, the way, even if it's like in the car ride, you're always like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah. Like, oh, people liking this. That energy is going to be given back to you in some form, shape, or another. So know that and believe that because it's only the reality of life.
And thanks, guys. That means a lot, man. Sometimes it'd be wild. Like sometimes it feels like love ain't reciprocated, but like it is reciprocated, man. Like everything comes back around, man. Like it's just how it is. Like
even going back to love is always reciprocated. It's just not everybody speaks the same love language.
Facts. There you go.
I've learned that. Yeah. There's a book. I'm gonna plug this book in. 5 love languages. I recommend that. Even if you're not in a relationship, I think you should just listen to this book audio wise or read the book because it gives you a deeper understanding of how to connect with people's love. More importantly, how to reciprocate it, but more importantly, how to give it to other people who don't understand certain languages of love. Because there's more than one way of giving and receiving love.
Big facts. It's not. It doesn't have to all do with like like you with some chick, and like sometimes there's people out on the streets that are like hurting, and there's people that talk to themselves, and they're not talking to themselves on drugs. Sometimes they're talking to themselves because there's no one else to listen to them. And sometimes like when you make eye contact with those people, you sometimes just like damn, you got to give them a hug, and then you feel them like oh damn, you
need love. It's funny because like we don't. I think eye contact this day and age is not accepted as it once was. It's awkward.
Eye contact is fucking wild, bro. That shit.
It's become awkward, but like I mean, but when it comes to a professional standpoint, like I make get a point to actually just make eye contact.
Oh no,
with, like,
that's
people.
super important.
You could tell the big difference between somebody who's had to. I think going back to what you just said, you see the difference between somebody who's, I guess, going through something internally, because when someone is going through something, that eye contact is very hard to make.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because you know, like you could see some. I was who was I talking? Oh, I was watching something. Was it Nipsey? It was a Nipsey Hussle thing or somebody else where they were talking about how a lot of issues from fighting have been from where they were abroad was because of somebody's insecurity. It was Jay-Z. Someone's insecurity of getting looked at when they were going through something. So I was like, what are you looking at? You see me or something?
Yeah.
Eye contact.
Okay, I feel that.
So it's like, how do you, because eye contact could be either a welcoming thing or a very, not disarming, but a very like
It can be
aggravating.
it can be threatening.
It could be threatening to people. So I think eye contact is big, but I think we're losing the art of eye contact now. It's just like everybody, we're like this. Oh shit, someone's looking at me. How do I do this?
Yeah, the eye contact is crazy, man. Like I feel like a lot of situations that I've been in that were just like fucking crazy all started because my eye contact with somebody, and that eye contact, they felt like they got invited over to start a interaction. That interaction is sometimes fucking crazy, bro. Like that should be wild.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. I guess on that note, we should definitely move on to the topics.
Yeah.
Word.
So
Topic time.
I don't know if anybody's been checking out the board behind us. So
I hope you can read it.
Yeah. So our
I hope I spelled it right too.
no,
we did. We did.
So,
We got it right. We got it right.
So our first topic is I would like to take on is check your resources. And what I mean by that is going to what Nato and PJ said, as far as like, the digital age and the internet, like I believe like a lot of people, when it comes to the internet, as far as like information and facts, like they accept it before they actually do research or look for the sources. I mean, a lot of, a couple examples is like, when I was talking to PJ earlier before we start filming was like, just memes. Like there are some people that actually believe what the memes are saying is true, which good, I would say 80 to 90%, it's not the case. Examples are like, just, people can Photoshop like certain images. Like, like I seen a couple examples like where, they're saying like, oh, look at all these MCs all together in 98. And then I'll look like, well, this rapper's dead. This rapper's been dead since 96. Why is it 98? And just subtle like things that will like hint you like, well, this doesn't look right, or like just certain articles that like you can tell like just from a headline or the way it's titled, or like again going into sources like we're like, well, why isn't this being reported in this news outlet, or why is this not in this outlet as well?
Because it's fake.
Yeah.
Exactly. That should remind me of.
My bad, sorry.
Oh, that's all cool. That should remind me of like those newspapers like The Onion and fucking it's like that, but on the internet now.
Yeah, gossip ones.
Yeah, it's like all that, but now on the internet. But now because it's on the internet, like it's just harder to differentiate.
Faster.
Yeah, it moves faster, and like
faster.
it's like when we were in the past, we knew like The Onion was that one that just said bullshit, but like now on the internet, there's so much. It's just like, okay, which one is bullshit, which one's not? Like
exactly.
Yeah, that should be wild. That should reminds me too, like you ever see like on on like Instagram, will say like something like live fast, eat ass, Bob Marley. Like
yeah, like first of all, that is out of character.
Yeah, word.
Like, but that's like no. Like there's some of them that where it's like where they are meant to be obviously as far as like jokes, but like
that was obvious.
It's kind of like
far-fetched.
That was I seen that one though, but that's what's funny to me because like that one's an obvious one that's purposely made for fun, but like there's some other ones that are like made for some gossip bullshit that's just like, what the fuck, dog? Like, why are you trying to ruin somebody's life out here, bro? What they do to you? Like,
because they ain't got shit to do with their life and nothing's going good for their life, so they feel like if I ruin his life, I'm doing something with my life.
That's some bullshit, man. That's some bullshit.
I think false information it's bad. We all know that I'm big in the nutrition, the workout environment, whatever event stuff. But part of the reason why I'm not as big as I once was, like as hype about it, was due to the fact of like just false information giving out and just so
Mhm.
much overwhelming information that it was like it's the information age, right? Knowledge age, that's what we're in right now.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
it's just like there's so much out there. At one point, do we differentiate, like you said, the fake news, aka the bullshit, versus what's actually credited or what's actual resourced? Because I feel like everybody is an expert this day and age.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's true.
and then I feel like, especially with how the internet is as far as, like, how it's accessible, like, there's also some people that actually feel like they are, credited journalists in a sense where I'm like, no, it's
Yeah. Yeah. Nah,
It's
it's hard to be a credited journalist. You have to have like lots and lots of
credentials.
yeah credentials, and like people will be like backing you. Like, yeah, this person's actually reporting some real shit. Like that's how it is.
I think it's a beautiful thing that we all have a platform.
Yeah, that is.
It
Mhm.
is, but the con of everybody have a platform, everybody has a platform.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
it's crazy because now I'm not in I was really thinking about this the other day, like literally 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Especially with music or we'll just say anything, whether that be someone developing a podcast, whether that be someone starting a clothing brand, whether that be someone starting a music, whether that someone be starting an actual business, a restaurant, whatever. There's so many people. Nothing's wrong with that. It's great that so many people are starting things up. It's beautiful
Right.
because it's like, hey, we want to create our own path. That's great. But with that being said, it's like so many people who have a platform are taking and who are misguiding people or kind of taking away from the people who have that proper route. That's what it feels like. And especially
Yeah.
like there's so much voice, so many voices, so many things like, hey, check me out, check me out. They're just it's oversaturated that how do we get to everybody?
Mm,
Mm.
that's truth, man. It's wild out here with the internet now. But it is, you're right though. It is beautiful because like without the internet, like this podcast, we wouldn't technically be able to be
Yeah.
put up
Yeah.
and
So
shit.
that's one thing. Like I don't. I'm social media and I like it. I don't like it, and but I realized that regardless of what I feel towards it, it's gonna be existent in my life. So how do I benefit from it, and how do
Mm.
we all benefit from it? And I think, like you said, right now we're doing that. We're utilizing the platform. We have all the proper resources. You got the camera, you got your phones, and now I think it's our obligation and our right, and not it's not our responsibility. We could make it our responsibility to educate or do what we can with the knowledge we know of to help people get out of that place where they're just misguided
Mm.
and stuff like that. Especially for all the kids out there. Shout out to all the kids.
You're the
Check your
future.
resources. You are the future.
You're the future. Remember that
And
shit.
check your resources because you don't want to say that Johnny told me that if I become a vegan, I'm not clowning on vegans. That's just the first thing that came to my mind. Or any person who's on a diet, you don't want to hear that hey, I'm gonna lose 10 pounds because I'm gonna be on this 5-day detox tea. Well, first and foremost, obviously, if you're not eating anything and you're just drinking nothing but fluids,
You're in survival mode.
yeah, so you're
Your
gonna
body
lose.
is gonna retain a lot of that body fat.
Yeah, you're gonna lose weight. You're gonna slim down. You're gonna look thinner. You're gonna feel thinner because you're not eating nothing, but yet your stomach needs to consume something.
Mhm.
So it eat at itself. I think I don't know. I could be wrong. But
I think stomachs
Yeah.
do eat at themselves.
they do eat it
eventually.
themselves, right? I think they do.
Science says that. I
Science,
mean,
yeah.
apparently some people have been some wild shit, but science says it.
But yeah, so check your resources. Check your facts. Check your facts.
But I always think about like that whole internet stuff is like it's similar to like real life. Like
Yeah.
there's people in real life that are assholes and just gonna say shit, and then there's people who are just cool. So the internet's the same way. Like there's just people who are cool, and there's people who are assholes just saying shit. Like,
Yeah.
same thing. But I always like honestly on my Instagram, like most people I'm like following and following me, like I see like some really inspirational, some real shit. I'm like, damn, like I hardly ever see some weird funky shit just because, like, I don't know, like, it's just, I hardly see it. Like, I guess the people I fuck with don't be posting weird shit. Like, luckily, my bad.
You just because you hang around because you're you're a reflection of everybody else. So of course you're gonna see everybody who's inspiring. Who said something? Someone said I only go on Instagram to check what my friends are doing just so I could be inspired. And I was like, damn,
That's
dog.
beautiful.
That's interesting.
No,
Yeah.
it's cool. Like it's because like I'm like hearing you do all that music. Like I have an acoustic guitar in my house, and do I play it?
Oh, you have acoustic guitar? That's fire.
But I don't. Like I sat there the other night and I was like, fuck, I have this guitar, I don't play it. And I have Logic Pro Tools in my room. And I see Speaks out there making beats and going vocally working on his flow, his thing, and I'm like, okay, I'm being lazy. So then I'll just go
going up the rooftop. Hey, that's what Speaks Geek is hard.
Baby, yeah, water, baby. Yeah.
That was Speaks Geek is hard, man.
It's 2 E's.
Yeah, I think
I think
it's 2 E's.
it's 2 E's.
Yeah.
Speaks with 2 E's.
Yeah.
Dog. Yeah, I think so.
And we're on a rooftop right now.
We are on a rooftop.
Coming on the rooftop.
And we have water.
Oh, I really look for. I talked to Speaks a while ago. We might do like a little collab, kind of. You know, I'm gonna have. Okay, so when I was younger, I was like, nah, I'm not ever gonna have anybody songwrite for me. Like, nah. I could songwrite. I know how to write songs. Like, but like,
Speaks could write.
No, yeah, word. And like peeping how like on a professional level, like professional artists, they have like 6 writers into a song. Like that's just how it is.
Really if you go on Apple Music or anywhere, you just like see songs and you can go who wrote it, and it's like, oh, there's 8 people who wrote this song.
Yeah. Almost every you can't name like almost any big artist that doesn't have at least a couple writers with them.
Especially the pop artists too.
I'm gonna put it this way. I think, and this is something I've come to the conclusion with. It's like, yeah, I can sit here and I can sit here and want to produce all my own tracks. Something's wrong with that. Yeah, I could sit here and record myself and I could do all that. But at the same time, it's like, what am I good at? What am I really good at? And I think that's writing and rapping. So if I could just hone in on what I'm good at, then fuck all that. So let's just say another artist, you in general, like if you know that you're good at one thing and someone else could write a dope track for you, but you could bring your audio, because you're the medium of it now. You're taking the words and you're putting your twist to it. So I don't think anything's wrong with a songwriter.
Yeah, no, I want to work with Speaks a lot because like he was saying he wants to songwrite for people, and I was like, hey man, like this is like I remember Josue was telling me about this like yesterday and a couple days ago before too. He was like similarly to how like the big name like the industry is like of the big artists like and they all know each other and they all like fuck with each other. Like it's the same thing we are. Yeah, it's the same thing. Like we're the industry of like coming up and like we do the same thing. We interact with people like, you know, like
at the end of the day, it's like we all want to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we get? It's like it's a quote unquote partnership without a partnership. It's how does my brand and your brand, how does our relation, first and foremost, our personal relationship, our music relationship, and our business relationship, how do we get all of that to stay in alignment and grow? So I think it's how does everybody, because first and foremost, we all have personal relationships with each other. Some of us have artist relationship with each other. Some have business relationships with each other. So there's multiple levels to one relationship. So how do all of our relationships intertwine, and how do we expand that and create that industry realm? And I think that's right. That's something that I think we all do subconsciously. We all know that all of our homies who make music, I don't think all of us are meant to make music with each other. But it'd be great if we can. But I don't think you're meant to, and I don't think anyone should take it personally. Because at the same time, I don't think anyone and everybody should do business with each other, nor should everybody have an intimate relationship. So I think there's just like levels to it all too. But yeah, we're establishing that we're creating our realm of legacy with like you mentioned Zen Stokely, we mentioned Speaks, we can mention Satellite Rock, we can mention Marcus Lee, we can mention Josue, we talked about Jack, we spoke about Moser, all the homies all the way from the San Bernardino, my homie from Lifted. Cam Archer, Cam Gnarly, Noah. So it's like everybody.
Yoshi, homegirl Yoshi up there.
Hey Yoshi. What's up, Yoshi?
All
trying to get you on this podcast too.
All the Pack, man. Shouts out the Pack. Oh, shouts out Black Noise. That's my crew right there.
Pack Music, Lifted, The Dope Spot. My boy Link out in Long Beach now. It's like it's a network, you know. It's a network of people who make fucking good music.
Word, man. That's the facts. That's just, bro, like, first getting in the journey of music, bro, I never fucking thought I'd know all these amazing people, bro. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. This shit is
It's cool.
crazy. Just sitting here right now, I feel like this is fucking crazy, bro. Like, I'm really here with you guys. This is fucking lit.
No, like if you really like, if you, that's how it is. Like you just like you. I remember the first time I was on a interview and for poetry on a radio station. It was like, man, like I would sit down when I was going through my depression. I would watch Kendrick and I would watch these are my favorite artists who sit down and be interviewed on the radio station. I'm like, yo, like, I'm doing it now. Whoa, that was perfect timing.
Okay, that.
So yeah, on that note, we're gonna take another quick break, and we'll be right back.
We learned a lot about our guest today, PJ. I guess what my mind just went blank. Hey, hey. What? Who do you look for? Okay, cool. I like where I'm going with this. If you do feel like you have no inspiration, who do you look for to inspiration?
Oh, damn. Okay. Lately it's been one either like life, it's like all of life. I write about like everything that I ever go through in life, like whether it be bad, good, sad, happy. I don't give a fuck. Like I write about everything, and then just situations. Also like all the homies and homegirls that are artists. Like damn, y'all are super inspiring. And then like I listen to a lot of reverse music for some reason. I like the way it sounds to my ears and my heart, and I listen to reverse music.
Yeah, there's like a lot of interesting sounds.
Yeah.
PJ, we were on the way home from LA, and then you played Damn.
Yeah, Damn by Kendrick and reverse. Dude, damn it, bro. You have to listen to Damn in reverse, bro. There's like,
you're talking about the collector's edition that
no, not in reverse order. Like the songs reversed. Like,
oh, okay, gotcha.
Like everything is literally backwards.
Yeah, backward, bro.
It's spooky.
Bro, fucking Loyalty by them. The sample that's like in the forward version, that's actually reversed. So if you listen to the song in reverse, you'll hear like the voice going like, I wanna take you, what does it take? Like it says that, like literally straight up. But like fast and reverse, like it's just crazy. Yeah, no, that shit's real shit. And then like in Feel, like the part where he goes like, ain't nobody praying for me, ain't nobody praying for me. Like there's actually one ain't nobody praying for me reverse. So you listen to it, that part reverse, you hear all the voices going reverse, and you hear one voice coming out of nowhere going like, ain't nobody praying for me. Like only one. It's the whole album is fucking crazy in reverse. And like the beginning, like Duckworth, like the ending of it, you know how like
it ends everything going
so you listen to it in reverse. It starts with damn like I got loyalty, and then like it starts getting slow and distorted, and then it goes to pride in reverse. Like that's just crazy, bro. That's like the most insane backward reverse album I've ever heard in my life.
If you think about it now, the fact that because the original Damn was the way it was written, like track listed.
Mm-hmm.
The special edition, shout out to Vector. I got a copy next to my actual album. That's just tight up, and it's on top of my. No, literally, it's on top of my painting.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it's just cool. Like it's cool because there's just Kendrick in my room. I'm like Kendrick. Anyways, the fact that you said that, because in the collector's special edition, right?
You can say it.
It's everything in actual reverse order.
Mm-hmm.
And then PJ got me listening to everything like literally in reverse.
And what's also interesting that you guys mentioned too, like I read it in an interview. At first, I thought it was like, Kendrick's just trolling. He did mention that like when he made the album, he intended it for it to be played reverse. So I think you guys.
I'm telling you, it's the actual reverse order is dope, but I think he meant like actually reversed. Because like there's parts in the forward album that are reversed. Like you can hear it, like Fear. Like for example, like when the part was like, why God do I got like the part right after that where Kendrick comes in backwards. He's saying the same thing, like why God do it. He's saying the same thing, but with a high pitch. And you know, like it's just
exactly.
Yeah, that's what Kendrick, man. Like I know for a fact, like creating the album, like he like listened to the album in reverse so many times and tried to like just to like piece parts together. Like that fool was on some other shit of that album. That shit was some crazy shit.
I got the chills just thinking about that because in my head I'm like, because Kendrick, Oh fuck! That just gives you a glimpse into like how he thinks.
How he writes music is crazy, bro. To do it back, do anything in reverse. Like the first person I heard do that shit was Missy Elliott, and she killed that shit with the how's it go?
There's a
Let
few songs.
me
work
talk.
it.
Yeah,
That's what I was
my
thinking.
thing down, flipping in that shit's like the first reverse song I ever heard.
She actually just recently got a special honors doctor's degree in music.
I heard
Really?
that. I heard about that.
Wow,
Yep.
Congrats, Missy Elliott.
that's
Shouts out.
true. That's interesting. Like I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Missy Elliott.
She's definitely the first artist I ever heard put reverse music in her forward music. Like I never really hear artists ever do that. Like
That's
ever.
super creative. Like you have to, especially like a full complete for to sit here and say that this album is gonna go from start to finish, but also literally from finish to start. But no, we're literally gonna go like reverse it. And
Yeah.
listen to it.
That shit. Like that shit inspired me a lot. Like this mixtape that I'm dropping, I plan on like
Ooh.
arranging this to be able to like the songs I'm producing. Like I'm producing them like with forward and reverse spots. It's like you play it in reverse and it'll sound like this like similar to forward. And like I'm trying to figure out how to do some shit like like being able to play it in reverse. That should be wild.
I think does that mixtape have a title yet, or is it too?
Yeah,
early?
it's gonna be called Love Equals Infinity.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
If I can do it like that. I have this idea with Josue, and we're gonna bring it to life one day. Is taking a full whatever, however long a project is that we could decide to make it, but every song, let's just say in one song, Escape My Mind, how it had the guitar outro.
Mm-hmm.
But then the next song after carry the same guitar into the beat.
Dude, that sounds like a great idea. That sounds like a great idea.
And then all of a sudden there's a main vibe. Like let's just say the second track all of a sudden goes from a guitar to a violin. The violin transitions into the third song. The piano transition to the
I fucks with that. You're
like-
onto
like a-
something with
yeah,
that.
like
That's some good thinking right there.
Yeah, because I was like, imagine if you could create because then it gives you a full. It creates a flow.
Yeah.
And for me as a writer, as an artist, like it gives me an opportunity to really create a story within the storyline, and it keeps you in that zone because I feel like a lot of projects, great artists will create projects that are seamless, where it's just a waterfall. And I'm like, how do I create that waterfall in my own way? And I'm like, imagine like just knowing that, like because that takes detailed work.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of work because it's like because everything has to not be, you got BPMs, you have the sound, the chord, the progression. Does it really go along with that? You could carry a different emotion with the same emotion into another track. So it'd be a good idea. Damn, I just thought about that.
That is a great idea, man. I look forward to hearing that. That sounds wild. That's happened before.
I'm pretty sure it has. And that's why, like, you know what? I think no idea is ever original.
Yeah, because even me, like the backwards, I'm like saying if that food damn, if you really did that shit, like that's not like that's like inspired off that. So like yeah, man, like just do your shit. That shit sounds super lit. That sounds tight.
Do your shit. I think, but before we end this episode, BJ, so you I saw on your Instagram about looking for porn stars. So we're gonna talk about this.
All right. Yeah.
Cool?
Yeah.
Cool.
So
We're talking about this.
yeah, basically, like the reason why is like I've had fucked up jobs like my whole life, and
I like where this is going.
like I was like, you know what, this shit would be like tight, like just to do like do art like that, like that should be cool, man. And like the way I'm envisioning it is like on a I'm gonna write all the storylines and direct everything, but like I kind of wanted to do it like in a professional manner. So like for example, like I release like a music video. Like, and the music video is like XXX rated and like released only onto like Pornhub, for example. But it's like a professional music video. Like it's actually like a good music video, to a song and shit. And
I never thought of that's actually smart.
Yeah,
because
they pay, bro. Like Pornhub plays and they get just as much views as YouTube, bro. Like real shit. That shit wild.
And I'm pretty sure people remember music and great sex together.
Word. And like the way I think in it too, like there's some weird shit out on Pornhub and shit. And I feel like if I could write I could write like some shit, or like I have some homegirls that are writing for me too, like some scenes. And like if like I could fucking like change the consensus of how porn is, like that'd be cool. Cause it's kind of weird right now. Like there's some weird shit on porn right now.
Personally, me for the past I think it's been a while. I've gotten away from watching porn actually.
Oh, it's beast.
Yeah, like I've gotten to like I'm not gonna lie. There was a point where I'd watch porn a lot, and then it got to a point where I just felt like not, I guess spiritually and mentally, like I was so like not in a bad space.
Mm.
And I think I don't to each their own. For me, like I think porn was distracting. For me, it was distracting. I feel like it wasn't like I was living in this falsehood of escapism through porn in a sense.
Yeah, that shit is distracting,
It
like
is
mad
distracting.
distracting.
Mad distracting. I mean,
And like it also builds like well the type of porn that's out right now, it builds like a false like it's not how fucking life is. Like nah, that's just not how you're not supposed to talk to a woman like that. Like nah, that shit not how it is. But that's what I'm saying. Like it'd be cool to rewrite some shit and like, you know, make the general consensus of porn different. That'd be cool.
Part of I think a big issue that has on is I think rape culture, and I think porn has somewhat influenced it a lot. I'm not saying it's not porn. Oh, it's not porn's fault because there's other things that go into rape culture, and I'm not saying there is a direct correlation with the book. I'm not, because I don't want people to take what I'm saying and like maximize it, I suppose. But I think there is somewhat of a disconnection there because you do, like you said right there, it's like there's certain things that do happen in porn from dialogues that it just gives us men or women the idea that this is how it's supposed to go down.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's bad. So I think the fact that you said that, changing the idea and culture behind it, that's cool.
Yeah, it'd be cool to make it more healthy.
It's super interesting. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, that's an interesting concept.
Yeah, I mean, like, I mean, like, fuck it. Like, you know, being a porn actor, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure people look down on me. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, honestly, the way I see it is, like, if I could really, like, change, like, you know, that for a more healthy thing, like, I'd be doing some justice. Like, fuck it. Like, that'd be cool.
Here's the thing. Fuck, it's sex. Everybody's fucking.
Word. That's a fact.
That's a fact. It's a huge fact. So I think at this point in age, I think even because in my opinion, I think fitness is becoming soft porn. The way everything, like the way women and men take photos of themselves now, it's like damn, like
you said it's like soft porn.
I mean, you know, I mean, not
I feel you though.
You see it. You're like your ass is everywhere and blah blah blah.
They be wearing like G-strings and shit.
Yeah. It's promoting. I guess that's the part of the promoting the health and wellness. So in my head, I'm like, so if someone wants to become a porn star, you got to pay. Not so much you got to pay bills. I mean, you're gonna fuck anyways.
Yeah. And what I always think too is like, it would be cool to like, because honestly, I know how important and like how real energy exchange is, and that's a real thing, and that happens when you're having sex. Like there's energy exchanges, and like if I could do porn and like really like also open people's minds to like who you're fuck, like is like making some storylines, you know, just so people would be aware of like who the fuck you're fucking, you know, because this is important. Like that shit, it changes your energy. You'll start developing characteristics of that person because literally their DNA is going into yours. So that's just how it be, you know. But like if you could just think about who you're fucking, like, you know, your sex would be more better because like it'll feel better because you're fucking with that person. You're fucking like on a higher level. You feel me?
That's real. That's real. That's real. That's real. That's real. That's some real facts by PJ. Yeah, that's cool. What got you, like, what was the idea or inspiration behind getting into it?
Now I don't really watch porn that much because I'm just too busy. But like when I was younger, I used to, and I was like,
when we're all young, we all used to watch porn.
Yeah, I mean, girls, guys, that's just how it was. But like upon I just, like I said, like I just been going through it, bro. I decided like warehouse jobs like all my life, like, and that's just a bitch. And I've been breaking my back. And I feel like if I could break my back for boxes, I might as well break my back for pussy. That'd be better. That'd be better. Like, but I mean,
go from getting fucked up jobs to literally fucking on job.
Yeah, that should be cool. And they get paid bank, bro. They get paid better than a fucking warehouse job. Like, why the fuck am I gonna do that? Like, what?
Mom, I'm sorry for cussing.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry too, Mom. I'm pretty sure you're not gonna watch this. Maybe you will, but I'm sorry. Also, if you find out that I'm doing porn this way too.
Oh shit. In other news, what did you think about today's weather?
Oh, that shit was bomb. This is bomb weather right now. Hey, you know what? I was telling Josue this yesterday. I was like, I know people like always like to talk deep and shit, and that shit's dope. Like deep talking is dope, but I need also people who like to talk about the weather. Like I need both in my life. High key.
Hey, we talk about the weather. It's been raining the past few days. Yeah,
dude, the weather's been trippy.
It's super bipolar.
Yeah, I was like hot 1 week, boom, next raining, boom, hot again. Like what the fuck?
Like I mean, I'm cool with the rain, but it get got to the point where it's almost becoming like Seattle, where I'm like, okay, this needs to stop.
Oh, come on now. It's not that bad.
Seattle's every day, dog.
Seattle's every day.
Seattle, you're going to be like, oh, I wish I was back in Cali.
Wait, is it true? Though this could be false facts, but I was told that Seattle has the highest depression rate.
Yeah, because a lot has to do with the weather.
Someone told me that on the
it
street.
rains a lot.
Damn.
What were you going to say?
Someone told me that on the street the other day. It was oh yeah, it's raining here. I want to get sunny. And I was like, oh, but the rain is cool. And then she's like, nah, like if I wanted the rain, I go to Seattle. But like, and people are depressed there because it's too rainy.
It's too rainy.
Like, oh,
I mean, think about it, because sometimes a lot of people, when the weather changes, especially with the sun's not around, because the sun, the energy of the sun, when it's gloomy outside, like your mood tends to attach to the gloominess of the weather.
I could attest to that because it affects me a lot too.
Me personally, I fucking love this weather.
I love gloomy weather, man.
I love it when it's hot, but there's just something about the gloominess especially when it rains, because the way everything, the color schemes of things look so different. It's cool. I like it.
I mean, when I hear like it rains at night, like it's the opposite for me. Like it puts me relaxed.
Oh yeah, that's bomb. You gotta hear I'll turn the radio off just to hear the sound of the rain. Ooh, that shit bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. Yeah, freaking rain, man. I love rain personally. Like I love the sun too, but like I like the clouds because like when it starts getting like sundown, like the clouds, like the sun comes like at a certain point and the clouds break up, and then like just the way the sun is gleaming off like darkness and light, like seeing both darkness and light like everywhere. Like just the contrast is so beautiful, bro. Like I love darkness and light and colors. That's just cool.
Oh yeah.
It's tight. How we doing with time? I think we're almost like.
Let's see. Yeah, I think we should just wrap it up right now.
Wrap it up. And PJ, anything else you would like to talk about before we wrap this bad boy up?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to my crew, Black Noise. You know, that's the squad. Black Noise member right here. You know, check them all out. You know, Raph, the CEO, and fucking. Oh yeah, fucking. Make sure you guys keep a lookout for the Hip Hop A Fest hosted by Black Noise. You know how it be.
Before we go on. That festival at Mosenrath's round 3 changed my life, because I think that I did poetry set and like everybody was talking, they shut up, and my life just changed. So thank you for Mosenrath for that.
Shouts out Raph and all the Black Noise, man. Oh, Justin too, homie Justin. He's part of this. He has a podcast called Just in Time. Y'all go peep that out. Like Justin is such a huge. Oh yeah. He's such a huge part of Black Noise, but he's like in like just low key. But Justin is the G, man. He's the real one for sure. And then shouts out Pack Music, man. Like they like Yoshi. Shouts out Yoshi. She helped me. She got me part of like their promo team and whatnot. And like I'm over here like I'm in their promo team. And like shouts out Yoshi and Python P. Gave me some beats and whatnot. I'm gonna give you those beats back with some lit ass shit really fast soon. So yeah.
And North Star.
Ooh, North Star's a G too. Hell yeah. Shouts out Kia, Fly Kid Chris,
Hey, Chris.
Be on the lookout for his album coming out.
He's doing a lot right now.
Oh, Chris is going in. He's going in.
He really is. Proud of that guy, man. He's very quiet.
Oh, word. No, he is. But dude, that was a homie, bro. Chris, like, I fucks with him so hard. Like, he's so funny, bro. Like, he's quiet, but he's funny as fuck.
Every time I see him, like, I haven't got to know him yet. Like, I know him. We say what's up, but I haven't got to like.
He quiet.
Yeah, I haven't broke that line yet. I want to, because I want to get to know the guy.
The only reason why I did is because I'm at the Noise Lab like 24/7. Yeah, I see that fool all day, and I go with that fool to LA. So like, I spend time with homie. That's and Zen too. I'm glad I got to spend a lot of time with homie, because like that, like
you all get to know people now.
Yeah, like I feel like, cause I've been hanging out with like people like daily. You really get to know people like that. Like that's how you really like. You can know people. Like I'm sure most people like know me in a general sense, but none really know me. Like only a few people really know me. You feel me?
Well, people are gonna get to know you after this podcast.
Word, man. Word. I appreciate both of y'all, man, for having me. This is
no
dope.
problem, man.
Where can we find your music, and where can we find you on social media at?
You guys can find me everywhere at Infinity Chakras. Like I'm pretty sure if you search it up on Google, like there's nothing that is Infinity Chakras except like 2 or 3 fucking like on Spotify. I don't have anything on Spotify yet, but they're coming soon. But like most shit you search, it'll be like 3 fucking yoga songs or some shit. But like mine's like you'll find mine pretty easy, high key. It's like you'll see my shit is like a hand sign with the eye right here.
It is.
And like that's my shit.
And then you can find me at I Am New Age Takeover or New Age Athletics for all your fitness needs. And my music, you can find it on iTunes and SoundCloud and Spotify. Follow Untapped Hip Hop and subscribe. I'm going to let Vector finish all that out.
So yeah, based on what Naldo just said, you can find us at Untapped Hip Hop, all our social medias, like such as Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, and things of that nature. And on that note, still gonna do that Instagram page for KOS, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And on that note, just like to thank PJ once again for being.
Thank you guys so much for having me. This is
Thank you, PJ.
Such a new experience for me, man. It's just dope.
Thank you for coming, man.
I'm usually behind the camera. Ooh, that reminds me. Shouts out to Alt Black Podcast. I'm recording. We're gonna do an episode tomorrow. Like we release episodes all the time. I film for them, so
hell yeah.
Yeah, you know, like Alt Black Podcast is going in as well as these guys. You know, so be on the lookout for all the shit
Everybody's doing it
all day.
That's good.
All right, peace.